What is going on YouTube? It's Sank. We are back with another one. Now in this drop, coming at you guys with a couple of plays and I bring to attention. Before I kick things off, I'd like to help out the channel by hitting that like button because it keeps the show rolling. Alright guys, so as we draw close to what can only be described as a wild week in these markets, I want to draw your attention to a few plays for you to add them to the portfolio before we wrap up the week ahead of the weekend. Now, given the turbulence that we've been facing this week in the markets, some will panic given what they're seeing in the markets, but you guys know that's not what we do around here. We see it as an opportunity to grab quality plays at cheaper price points, benefiting us as investors. That being said, in this drop, I've got a jam-packed one for you. As I say, I want to bring a few plays for you guys to consider making entry on tomorrow. So let's run the first one. So we're going to kick things off here. That's ticker symbol RVLV. That's Revolve. Now the great thing about these pullbacks, guys, is it gives you a second opportunity at plays you didn't manage to catch the first time round. Now check this out. This is a play that used to be $71, $72, and rightfully so. They deserved that position given their business momentum over the year, but now they're just on a healthy pullback in line with the rest of the market, standing $64, and I like this play under $65, so they're in the buy zone right now. That's why I'm bringing them to your attention ahead of tomorrow's opening in these markets. Now they already showcased their excellence in their Q1 earnings. This is driven by economic reopening, increase in socials, events, activities / driving up demand for the play, and that is set to continue as we move through the next couple of quarters. So this is going to be a winning play regardless, guys. So I'm going to make sure that you guys get good entry on this one. Now I'm going to give you the heads up. As I say, they're currently standing $64, but if we continue to see some turbulence in these markets, this is a play that could hit the low 60s. As a matter of fact, we already saw this one at $62 today at the low, but I'm gonna let you know this can drop to 61, it can drop to 60. There's still a buy in that range. It's even a better buy because you make even more returns on the way back up. As I say, this is a play I'm expecting to close out the year in the mid 80s. So if you guys make great entry, catch this one in weakness, this will be another one of your successful plays. The next one I've got for that ticker symbol DAC, that's Danaos. Now, just the other week when we saw this one at $78, I told you guys we will be pulling back to the mid 60s. So check the score, standing $65. So hopefully you guys have been accumulating your positions in and around these types of levels. They're just caught up in the volatility with the rest of the growth market right now. Remember guys, this is our channel shipping play, and these shipping rates are still 500% what they used to be last year, and there's no slowdown in global trade at the moment, and they're locking in these multi-year agreements. So make sure, as I say, you guys get entry on the play. Now what's it going to take for this one to get moving again? Either some calm, some stability in these markets, or for them to post up their financials and the market to wake up to how well they're performing, okay? Those two things are going to get this one moving again. Now, it's just the other day, they flexed a little bit of their cash, just a cool 200 million, went and acquired 6 more ships. That's going to add some financial firepower to this one and also get that stock price moving. So as I say, I'm going to bring this one to your attention ahead of tomorrow's opening bell too. Our next play, that's ticker symbol DKS. That's another opportunity for you guys to take full advantage of another winning theme we're going to see for investors this year with this play. Currently standing $98. This is one I brought to attention yesterday. So we like them under $100. So they've dipped into the buy zone, ready for you guys to pick up. Now they're in a good place for you guys to net those 20-25% returns by year end on this one by making an investment in and around these types of levels. Now, given this week was a big one for the earnings for financials plays, I want to give you guys some coverage on ticker symbol WFC. That's Wells Fargo, standing $45. The last time we spoke about this play, they're hovering around the same types of levels, so they're still a buy where they're at. So you guys look to make entry on this play over the next couple of sessions because they're continuing to rebuild their business, gain that momentum and traction, which should get them into the 50s. Now, remind you, they have lifted those restrictions on buybacks, so they're going to start unrolling out their $18 billion buyback scheme, which should give that stock price momentum, and we should expect further buybacks thereafter. And also, they've doubled their dividend, made that announcement. Again, I'm expecting them to increase that dividend over time. All of this just plays into that stock price momentum. So as I say, I'm going to make sure this one's on your radar. It's a good way for you guys to diversify, get some financials. You guys have seen how they've smashed earnings over the quarter, and there's still momentum to run as we continue through the year. So those are the plays I've got from this one and the moves we're going to be making with. Now, as you know, we've been on a pullback over the last couple of sessions. That is, you've been seeing the prices come down. And as I said to you guys before, that's just natural movement in these markets. By design, some of these plays are meant to come down these types of levels, 5-10%. That's just the way they operate. So it's not a cause for concern. It's an opportunity to grab quality plays at a cheaper price point. But I want to give you guys a heads up. Anytime we see pullbacks of this level of magnitude, we always get big rebounds up those types of levels, 5, 7, 10%. So I'll let you know we are on course to get a rebound in some of these plays, those types of levels. So I'll be giving you guys a heads up because there'll be an opportunity to either sell the rip in some of these plays, or we might be holding on for further upside. But as I said, I'll be keeping you guys posted. So if you've been rocking with the channel, you know what time it is. What's your personal sell tactic? When do you think it's a good time to sell Apple? 50% gains seem like a prime opportunity. Now, as investors, we're all going to have different time horizons. We're going to be holding on to these plays. And I always say, if you're going to be a short or medium term investor in these markets, you're going to be making money. And if you're long term, you're going to be building wealth. And depending on what side you're on, it's going to influence your selling tactic. I always recommend you guys, however, on the way up in your plays, you want to be taking profit, or at least setting your stop limit so you can net great wins on their climb. Now, basic selling tactic is when you see these plays moving up 25% in a short period of time, call it a couple of weeks, or it could be over a couple of months, regardless, you want to take out 25% of your holding. You can rotate that into another play or set your stop limit. So there's just basic selling tactics. Now me, I've got most of my money in long-term plays, but I still have a portion for short or medium-term moves. Now, depending on the play, it's going to influence the selling tactic. Now, you highlighted Apple. Apple's one of my long-term plays, so I'm not looking to sell out of Apple, regardless of whether I'm up 50% or 100%, because Apple's one of these plays, they could just continue climbing. Of course, they're going to pull back, but when they pull back, that's when I buy in, okay? That's how I build wealth in a play like that. Now, a play like a Revolve, for example, that's going to be one of my short to medium term moves, okay? Where if I see them running up after good earnings, I can net out great results. As I say, rotate those funds into another play. So as I say, depending on the play, it influences the selling tactic. Alright guys, that wraps up for this one. If you've got any questions for me, leave them down below and I'll get back to you. I want to say I appreciate you guys. On your way out, light up that comment section for me. And if you're new, join the movement and I'll catch you on the next one.